Preshow Rituals. So this is something I never initially consciously did. We have an unwritten rule that we don't drink before we go on. It's not a rule. We've not said you can't drink before you go on. It's just what happened. We prefer to be 100% knowing what we're doing because it's quite technical music. And then when we've played, we can have as much drink as we want afterwards, as long as you can get up the next day and do it again. No drinking, but not on purpose. We just don't do that. But I will say there was a time in Denver, Colorado. We played in the Bluebird Theater supporting DRI. Me and Joel, our bassist, we walked down the road just to have one beer. We thought, it's fine. One beer will be okay. And then we were at the bar. We drank the one beer. We thought, no, let's have two. Okay, let's have two. Then we were walking back to the venue, and we just felt, oh, God. That beer's hit me quite a bit. And what we didn't know is Colorado is really high in the mountains. The altitude is really high. And I didn't know, Joel didn't know, that alcohol hits you way quicker up there. So we got back to the venue. Our pre-show ritual for this gig was someone saying, you're on in 15 minutes. Us saying, fuck. Getting on stage to a packed theatre. And we couldn't even plug our guitar cables in. I just couldn't plug in. And I looked over at Joel at the other side of the stage, and he had the same problem. And we just shook our heads like, no, we're not doing this again. There was a kid at the front of the stage as well with an Evile shirt on, just stood in front of me, and I could tell he was there just to, like, I guess, see my solos or something. And I felt so bad because I couldn't play properly. My brain was sending signals to my hands that weren't working, and I could see in the kid's face, it was like, it doesn't sound like this on the album. Anyway, pre-show rituals. I do a warm-up, like a chromatic warm-up, up the strings, just basic stuff. But I also do, I just play to songs. Like, I'll put Kill 'Em All on by Metallica, and I'll just play along to a few songs to get me in the mind frame of that, raw thrash, get me in the mood. We'll just put a bit of music on, usually thrash, to get us in the mood. I don't really have any rules when it comes to before a show. I like to have an hour. If we're on at 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, I will start warming up. But I won't necessarily have a regiment that I do. I will just start playing guitar. Because I find if you start doing warm-up exercises, particularly, I don't get warmed up because I'm worrying about the playing. I'm worrying about getting warmed up. I just play guitar. I play anything. I just jam to myself. And I think that helps me get warmed up. But sometimes you play in venues where the temperature is shit. And no matter what you do, you cannot warm up. So that's like get a hot tap. Just hold your hands under the hot tap. Well, warm tap, not hot. Just get them going. Then hopefully when you're on stage, you get warmed up. I don't necessarily have to get in a certain state of mind before playing. It helps to be in a thrash mood for me. So that's why sometimes I'll listen to Kill 'Em All or some other thrash album. And it gets me pumped up, really. That's the only thing I do. I don't really have... I'm not that complex. I'm not that deep, bro. I just do it. I started off getting nervous. I was nervous at first. I get butterflies in my stomach. But then I found that the easiest way is to just do it and stop worrying. Because the more you worry, the worse it's going to be. So I just go out there. I just don't worry about worrying. And I'm fine. I don't have any superstitious things at all. I don't believe in any of that. So I just get the job done, really. I just get out there, play some thrash, damage my spine, and get back into the dressing room. I do have some post-show rituals. As soon as I come off the stage, I think all of us do, I don't want anyone there. I don't want anyone in our dressing room except the band. It's not like an ego thing. It's not like a diva thing. It's just I need 5 minutes to sit down and unwind and not worry about anything, not talk to anyone, and have a can of Coke. One of my post-show rituals is to just have a can of Coke. I don't know why, but it's one of the best things for me to have after we've played a gig. It's like drugs. We don't do drugs, but that's my one drug. A can of Coke after we play fucking metal.